What if the thing everyone laughs at is secretly more valuable than you think? In a small, peaceful town called Sundarville, mornings were slow and gentle. Birds sang on mango trees, shopkeepers opened their shutters with sleepy smiles, and children walked to school with swinging bags. At the center of the town stood an old clock tower. It was tall, dusty, and very quiet. The clock on the tower had stopped working years ago. Its hands were frozen at 8:15. People passed by it every day, but no one looked at it anymore. Why don't they remove that useless clock? Someone would say. It's broken. It shows the wrong time, another laughed. Near the tower lived a 12-year-old boy named Aarav. Aarav was quiet, thoughtful, and different from other kids. While others played cricket, Aarav liked sitting near the tower, reading books and watching the sky. One morning, as Aarav tied his shoelaces, his grandmother said gently, "Don't forget your watch, son." Aarav smiled and replied, "I like clocks, grandmother. Even the old ones." His grandmother looked at him with kind eyes. "Then you must really like the broken clock too." Aarav nodded. "Yes. I think it's lonely." At school, Aarav often felt like that clock. He was not the fastest runner, not the best speaker, and not the top scorer in class. Some children called him slow. Some said he was boring. Others ignored him completely. One day during a group activity, the teacher said, "Choose your teams." No one chose Aarav. Finally, the teacher added him to a group. Aarav smiled, but his heart felt heavy. At lunch, he sat alone and looked at the school wall clock. It was ticking perfectly. He whispered to himself, "I wish I could be perfect too." That evening, Aarav went to the clock tower again. The broken clock showed 8:15, as always. "Everyone thinks you are useless," Aarav said softly. "Just like they think about me." The wind blew gently. The clock said nothing. One day, big news spread in Sundarville. The annual town quiz competition was coming. The winning team would get medals and a chance to go to the city. Aarav loved quizzes. He read books every night. He wanted to join. When he told his classmates, they laughed. You? You don't even talk loudly. You'll forget answers. You're too slow." Even the teacher hesitated. "Aarav, maybe next year." That night, Aarav cried quietly. He felt small, unwanted, and broken. He walked to the clock tower under the moonlight. "Why am I like this?" he asked the silent clock. "Why can't I be like others?" For the first time, Aarav felt angry at himself. The next morning, the town decided to remove the old clock tower. A new digital clock would replace it. People clapped. Finally! It's useless anyway. Aarav felt a sharp pain in his chest. On the day before the tower was to be removed, Aarav's grandmother took him for a walk. She stopped near the clock and said, "Do you know something special about this clock?" Aarav shook his head. She smiled and said, "This clock is broken. But it is still right twice a day." Aarav looked confused. At 8:15 in the morning and 8:15 at night, she continued, "This clock shows the exact correct time." She gently held Aarav's hand. "A clock that runs but shows wrong time all day is worse than a clock that is right twice." Aarav's eyes widened. His grandmother whispered, "Even imperfect things have value." Those words stayed in Aarav's heart. The next day, something unexpected happened. The quiz team leader fell sick. The teacher looked around and said, "Is there anyone who can replace him?" The class was silent. Aarav slowly raised his hand. The teacher hesitated, then nodded. "All right, Aarav. You can try." The quiz day arrived. Aarav was nervous. His hands shook. His heart beat fast. People whispered, "Why is he there? He will lose." The quiz began. At first, Aarav stayed quiet. Then came a question about space, his favorite topic. Aarav answered correctly. Then a question about history, another correct answer. Slowly, confidence grew. Not every answer was right. He made mistakes too. But when it mattered most, Aarav answered correctly. Just like the broken clock. The final scores were announced. Aarav's team came second. Not first. Not perfect. But it was enough. People clapped loudly. The teachers smiled proudly. "You proved something important today, Aarav." That evening, as the workers came to remove the old clock tower, Aarav ran forward. "Please wait," he said. He told them the story of the clock. How it was right twice a day. How it still had value. The town listened quietly. After a long pause, someone said, "Let it stay." The clock tower remained. A symbol. Not of perfection, but of purpose. Aarav looked up at the clock showing 8:15. For the first time, it felt proud. Moral: even imperfect things have value. You don't have to be perfect to be important. What if the thing you think is your weakness is actually your hidden strength? Tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching.